back to talking about the tarping, because the Jesus. All right, what's going on, everyone? Tanner and Jackie here from JT Junk Solutions, and today we're gonna talk about one crucial mistake that we think a lot of brand new junk removal businesses make, and that's buying a dump trailer before you ever have any type of business. So right here we've got our open utility trailer and our brand new dump trailer. So baby, you want to go ahead and talk about how we got started with this guy?
Yeah, so the price difference between these two to start off is like 15,000.
Yeah, we're about there. It depends what you buy.
Like 10 to 15,000. Yeah, it just depends where you go, what you buy, etc. What it comes with. So we started off with this one. I don't know how we made it so far with it. I think we did what, 5-6 months with it.
Yeah, so we did a full 6 months with it.
Yeah.
We still obviously do jobs with it, but we spent, the trailer was supposed to be $1,500. This was brand new from a shop, but you know, out the door is like $2,000 with tax and tags,
which is still relatively cheap. But yeah, we did a lot of jobs, and I think that you can do basically any job with it. The only difference, which does make a difference in the long run when you get busier, is that you can't stack multiple jobs. So if you have 4 jobs in a day, you have to make the time to go dump.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference. But if you're brand new, there's no point in getting this bad boy over here because you don't have that much work.
Yeah, and it's only a problem for dumping because our dump is an hour away. So if you guys have a close dump, it's not really that big of a deal. But what I want to talk about is a lot of things that people don't understand is how to price. We price based off of cubic yards, and we didn't in the beginning. Cubic yards, I'm going to make it super simple for you. It's the depth by the width by the height, and you multiply those numbers and it spits one out for you. So this trailer right here is 12 feet long, it's 6 feet wide, and as you can see, so these are 2 feet poles on the side, and guess what? There's another 2 feet. That's 4 feet. Now, what people confuse the dump trailers like having so much more storage space. I know this looks really high, but from here to here is 4 feet. Same thing on here. It's just the height difference of where the trailer sits. So if I was going to start again, the only difference I would do for the utility trailer, and I haven't really told you this or talked about it, I would get a 7x12. That would be the best, or even like a 7x14, something a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And I think if we had bought like a 7x14 or a 7x16 open utility trailer, we would have been able to stack multiple jobs because it would have been more space.
Yeah, it would.
All right, so you guys are gonna see, we haven't got a real mic yet. We're gonna order one. So we were using our phone, and then I realized that it wasn't recording the audio. So we're just gonna go back to the phone. So we're gonna go back to talking about the tarping, because Take number 3. All right, why is this? If anyone tells you doing YouTube or Instagram or anything is easy, they're lying. All right, so the one challenging thing that you will have with the utility trailer, or one or two things, is one, you have to hand pull off everything. So some dumps, like our dump, the hours are a little bit less for guys like that, and then it's tarping it.
Yeah, and the dumping, it's not hard. It's just, it takes a little while, like compared to this. Yeah. And then if you have as much stuff that's in here, like obviously you're gonna take really long. So, yeah, the tarping, you have to, like, for a while, once...
Bruh. We're getting a phone call for work, sorry.
Okay, this is take number 4 for the same video. So, baby, tell them, why is it harder to tarp this versus this? Or why is it harder to use this versus this?
Just think about it, guys. When you have a tarp on something that's open like this, or even doing a tarp on there, you're going 70, 80 miles an hour on the highway, so it needs to be strapped down really well. And if you want a tarp that's big enough to contain everything, it has to be a little bit wider or longer than the stuff. it's a pain. It's a pain. I can't tell you how many times that we've like started driving to the dump and had to have stopped because we're not crappy people, so we're not trying to litter all over the place. That's kind of defeats the whole purpose of our job.
Yeah.
So it just becomes a pain in the butt. Like you'll see right here, we did this for a moving company, the Butter Brothers here in Austin. Luckily they had a bunch of blankets, so that could weigh down the plastic. We also use things like, if you have something long and big on the load, you put that last and strap that down last because it keeps everything compressed.
Another thing is, we did this for a while towards the end before we got this because we learned a little more, but we find like long things, if you've got wood in whatever you're picking up, like put it on the edges kind of as a wall.
Yeah.
And that kind of is like a,
yeah.
like
If you guys get any construction type jobs, you can take the plywood that they're giving you to junk and line it on your trailers. Now, some people, what they do is they will go spend the money to build up their utility trailers. We talked about that a couple of times. Just the time investment, the work, and the money to do that kind of just defeated the purpose. We could get by with what we were doing, and we did that for 6 months. And I want to be very clear. We made a video about how we made $60,000. We actually made $65,000 in the first 6 months. If you guys are even just remotely good at math, that's, if you times that by 2, like a year, that's $120,000. That's not bad money. We did that with this, so it is possible. And we also did that with a truck that I got for $1,100 on Marketplace.
Yeah.
So don't let like all these gurus on junk removal talk you into creating an overhead that is just unsustainable. We've been working with a couple of other companies on social media that have like truck payments that are crazy high, and they have these payments that they can't afford because they don't have the work. So don't put yourself in that situation.
Another plus for this one is it's so much easier to hook it up to the trailer. Your wife could do it if you're a man. Yeah, I could do that. I could drag that across here. But
I mean, this is loaded.
It's really easy. So take advantage of that when you're starting.
Yeah, so those are like the pros and cons of having like a utility trailer. We just think that it's the number one thing that people mess up. Listen, if you're gonna be business minded and you wanna do this for a long time, don't start out with a bunch of overhead that you can't afford. Because we got lucky the first couple of weeks, we were getting jobs out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Like they just came, we were like, oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake. And then it's like week 3 to week 7, we're like, why are we not getting any work?
Yeah.
And this was after we decided that to leave our jobs. So don't do that either. But yeah, that's
you could do it.
You could do it, but it's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
So
start off small so you don't owe anything,
Yep.
or you don't owe as much, and then when you make money, you can decide like what you need first to get first, you know?
Yep. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you want to see. I think we're gonna do a video on the dump trailer here soon because it's cool, and we can talk about how we're making money with that now, and like when we decided. We had a little bit of a process before we decided to buy it. So yeah. Anything else? All right.
And
As always,
much love.
much love.